The Vampire Origin, one of my own personal creations, packed full of a bunch of unique abilities that make it a true challenge for survival. First thing you might notice is the blood bar down there. That now acts as your hunger bar. Over time, it'll slowly deplete. The only way to replenish it is by attacking specific creatures. A cursed being with an insatiable lust for human blood. First ability is known as Vampiric. Thirst for blood of living creatures instead of food. Human-based entities give you more blood saturation than animal-based entities. In order to feed, you need to come across an animal, a living monster, or what is considered a human entity. Animals such as chickens, pigs, cows, and so on will help you feed. There are also some monsters that will also help you feed, such as creepers, endermen, and spiders, but they give you very little saturation. And of course, the humans give you the most of saturation. That list including villagers, pillagers, and players. The next ability is known as Photoallergic. You take damage when exposed to ultraviolet rays. The sun will be very lethal, so if you ever expose yourself to the sun, you'll catch fire. Notice that when you take damage, your blood bar also goes down even faster. Pep in your step. You do not take fall damage, which is very convenient. And following that oversight, you are incapable of using shields since they hinder your movement. As a slight touch of ability, you are transparent and become more transparent when flying. Lifesteal. The blood in your system is used to regenerate your body. Fire and water disable your regenerative powers. So as you noticed, when you take damage, your blood bar will deplete, and when you regenerate, your blood bar will continue to deplete. Now, it will steadily deplete on its own, but actually taking damage from various sources will deplete it more. And of course, you have to deal damage in order to repair it. Fire vulnerability. You take double fire damage. This is really bad for your origin since fire also disables your origin. So be wary of fire. It is not your friend. Supernatural strength. You deal about 2 more hit points than the average player, which can add up for a lot of weapons. So your base damage is about 3 hit points. Insomniac. You do not sleep. As a vampire, you can still set your spawn point by clicking upon a bed as such, but it will say you are not tired. Undead. You take extra damage from smite. The higher levels of smite will deal an even higher multiplier of damage. So when you are attacked by level 5 smite, the weapon will do 2.25 times as much damage as it should to you. Enhanced vision. Your eyes are accustomed to the darkness. This is a toggleable ability. Just press your secondary key and you can activate night vision. Cool little thing, just for preference. Cursed being. You can only wear armor with the cursed enchantment. Currently in the game, if you go to /enchant, there are currently only 2 curses, Curse of Binding and Curse of Vanishing. It's up to you as to which curse you want to select for your armor. I mean, I would recommend Curse of Vanishing until you get your endgame set of Curse of Binding. But that's completely up to you. Because as of right now, you cannot wear armor. It will not equip. There's nothing you can do to equip it unless it has that curse. So if I give myself, say, a netherite helmet, like so, this will not equip. Well, yeah, it won't equip. The only way to get it to equip is, say, if you enchant it with the Curse of Vanishing. Now it will equip. So anything with a curse will equip, which is nice. Another thing that's kind of a hidden ability is that if you are wearing a helmet, you are now able to be exposed to sunlight. So this helmet protects you from it. This does not negate the current fire multiplier. You still take tremendous fire damage. Something I forgot to mention, translucent. You also are capable of flying. The flying in this origin replaces your sprint. So instead of sprinting, you actually swim, which is a little abstract. But trust me on this, it's actually really fun. So if you go here into some kind of ledge or whatever, wherever you are, and you hold space while you sprint and look where you want to go, you'll notice the blood bar depletes very fast. But you are capable of flying wherever you want to go. If you don't hold spacebar, you'll just fall a bit. But if you hold spacebar, it'll help elevate you a little more. You do not need a helmet in order to do this, but keep in mind that if you're not wearing a helmet during day, you will burn if you do this. Make sure just to fly at night when it's safest. Just like that, that is how you collect blood and replenish it. Upon death, your blood bar will reset. That is just a balancing feature to make sure that you can survive during day. When your blood bar fully depletes, you will start taking oncoming fire damage. The only way to prevent that fire damage is to drink a fire resistance potion. If you ever end up in a situation where you do not have any living creatures near you, drink fire resistance. It will sustain you until you can find another living creature to feed upon. The only downfall with having no blood in your system is that you are incapable of regeneration. Now that I've gotten my blood bar low enough, if I affect myself with fire resistance for 1,000 seconds, one trip, and then I run my blood bar all the way out, you'll notice, now that it's completely finished, and let's say I don't feed, I'm not dying right now, because I'm immune to fire. But if I jump up, take damage, wait, I don't take fall damage, right? If I summon a zombie, you'll notice I do not repair that. Oh yeah, also, you deal extra knockback damage. So when you punch things, they actually get punched really far away. Now, just to show you what happens when you do run out of blood, we're just going to continue flying around. Yeah, also, when you do fly, your items, your armor, everything become invisible, so you truly do become a cloud of whatever this is, smoke. Kind of cool. There you go. This is what happens when you run out of blood. You burn to death. And then when you respawn, your blood bar replenishes. But water doesn't let you regenerate, which is kind of unfortunate. It's the same with fire. The only way to regenerate is to get out of it, but I'm going to burn as soon as I get out of it. There you go, I got out of it. But yeah, just be wary of that. In water, you cannot regenerate. You also cannot swim normally. You sink to the bottom. The only way to get up is to swim or climb. Nice little feature. Alright, so normally a diamond axe only does 9 damage, and zombies have 20 hit points. So when you attack them, you would deal 18 hearts of damage if you hit them twice, which would leave 2 hit points left. But since you do 2 extra damage, you now 2-shot zombies. Slight buff. It doesn't show in the actual damage modifier, so just keep this in mind that you do 2 extra damage. And that also adds with sharpness and everything else. So you'll do a little more damage than everyone else and have a base damage of 3, which is nice, since your fist already does 1. Spiders also give you a little bit of saturation. It's not a whole lot. It's really minuscule. If you're in a cave, it's a way to survive, but you're not going to be able to sustain it for very long. Your preferred form of food is always going to be actual livestock. And, of course, villagers. There you go. So if I summon a villager, you'll notice the blood bar replenishes even faster than it does with cows. I just get up to him, I can fully repair my blood bar. There we go. So now I have a full blood bar. And I can vanish into the night. Yeah, that has been the entirety of the Vampire Origin. I hope you appreciate this. If you want to install it, just add it to your data packs folder. And yeah, thanks for watching.